I don't know how many folks will listen, but there is a false gospel being preached today, as you know. And really the focus of this false gospel is peace on earth. And just recently heard Joel Osteen's wife saying to the people there at Lakewood, "Pray for peace on earth." Well, that's a lie. That's not what Jesus Christ taught. Jesus Christ did not teach peace on earth. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. Listen to what Jesus says. "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it. And he that loses his life for my sake shall find it." This is a good message for Muslims and for the Jews, because I know that if a Muslim or a Jew converts to Jesus Christ, to be a follower of Jesus Christ, a disciple of Jesus Christ, that they are basically disowned. They're considered outcasts from the family. And, Jesus is saying here that he understands that. So you that are out there that are Muslims or Jews, understand that Jesus Christ knows what you have to do. He knows what you have to give up, and he knows what price you must pay to follow him. This is where the cross comes in. That attachment you have to your physical family has to be severed. When you have people that are the Jews and the Muslims that, their families basically disown them, they will, if they find out their daughter or their son has become a follower of Jesus Christ, they'll let them have the clothes on their back, but they basically send them out the door. They don't, in other words, you're dead to me. You're dead to me. And Jesus knows that. He knows that. So, if you are a Muslim or a Jew, excuse me one moment. If you're a Muslim or a Jew, understand that Jesus Christ knows what's involved in you following him. Now, yes, to some degree, we that are become followers of Jesus Christ, we that become disciples of Jesus Christ, have to, give up our friends or, have to give up even our families in the United States, but nothing to the degree of what Muslims and Jews have to experience. Now, to some degree, we're persecuted in the United States. I'll tell you right now, I don't have one sibling, not one brother. Nobody in my family wants anything to do with me right now. My own wife has decided that she doesn't want anything to do with me. And so, folks, this is part of the cross. Now, I don't think that Jesus wants us to be separated from our wives, but for the sake of the gospel, Jesus said you got to be willing to leave even your wife. Now, that doesn't mean that you leave your wife and go get another wife. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that Jesus Christ must be your all in all. He must be your all in all. And there can't be anything that hinders you from obeying him. If there is, you're not worthy of him. And that's what Jesus Christ is saying. And he understands what it means for you to follow him. That's why he used the cross. That's why we have been given the message of the cross. Because back then, they knew what the cross meant. It was cruel. The cross was cruel. It was a place of torture. And you must understand it meant death. Now, today, you and I, we don't really understand what the cross means. But back then, those that heard Jesus talking about the cross, they knew what Jesus Christ was talking about. That's why Peter got so upset when Jesus said to them that he was going to be crucified, because they knew what it meant to be crucified. People, now, the Lord's not mincing words here. He never has. But you and I don't seem to understand what the cross is and what it means. It means the denial of self. It means the crucifixion of the affections of the flesh and emotions of the flesh and the ties with family members and friends and the world and evil, and all those ties must be cut. If you're going to follow Jesus Christ, you are going to be rejected. It's just that simple. Jesus Christ said you're going to be hated of all men. So what do? You stop following Jesus? You get mad at Jesus because everybody begins to hate you? Well, you're not worthy of him. When you're persecuted, are you just going to quit? You're going to give up? Then you're not worthy of him. You understand what I'm saying to you? Because there's a lie going on today where people are being told that peace on earth is the message. Everybody needs to just get along. This ecumenical, where this movement of all the religions, the interfaith coming together, all religions coming together, is of the devil, people. It's not of God. It's of the devil. And it's bringing about a one-world religion, which is the whore, which is the great whore of Babylon. And listen, peace on earth is the message of this. People are joining hand in hand and coming together. No matter what your religion is, just drop your doctrines and everybody become one. And that's what they're teaching. Oh, what Jesus taught in the book of John, chapter 15, or 17, that we all just need to become one. That's the glory of God. Just drop your doctrines, drop everything you believe and understand, and just everybody come together and be one. That's the glory of God. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not the glory of God. But that's what's being taught today. Folks, understand, it's going to cost you your life. It could cost you your life. Now, things aren't that bad in the United States yet, but there are obviously countries that already it's costing people their lives, especially in Muslim countries and places where the Muslims are in power. You must understand, they're being persecuted for Jesus Christ. They're being persecuted because they're followers, disciples of Jesus Christ. We don't have any idea, people, how easy we have it in the United States. But it's not going to be like that much longer. It's all about the change. It's all about the change. I guarantee you with all my heart. I'll tell you right now, people, that there is a push by Obama to get some things done before he leaves the White House. That's if he leaves the White House. They might call for martial law, and then there won't be another president. And what will happen is Obama will lead the United States into a new world order. Now, just recently, his vice president said that the military was graduating into the new world order. It could be, people, that Obama will be the last sitting president in the United States of America, and martial law will be declared. Now, the riots have just begun again in Ferguson, Missouri. They're starting to throw bottles and things at the police officers. It's just a matter of time before they send in their CIA operatives to go in disguise with civilian clothes and start lighting police cars on fire again. Because they want the people to get stirred up. That's what they want. Because if the people are at rest, they can't come in and bring their new world order, or they can't come in and bring their police state. So they've got to get the people all stirred up, and that's what they're doing. Recently heard about a message that was given to where many Christians or many of Pentecostals were gathered together at a meeting, and the Lord said, the message that was given was, if God doesn't stir you up, He's going to stir your enemies up. And that's, I think, what's happening. God's people are not getting stirred up. So God is stirring up our enemies to get us to get stirred up. God will use our enemies to wake us up. God will use persecution to wake the church up. That's what's coming. Great persecution is coming to the church. It's not peace on earth. It's persecution that is coming. And understand, the scripture says that the Antichrist is going to destroy by peace. Did you hear what I said? By peace, he is going to destroy. And when they say peace and safety, sudden destruction shall come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So folks, understand this message of peace today, peace on earth, the United Nations bringing peace and calling their police state peace keepers and peacemakers. I want you to understand that's the devil, people. That's a lie from the pit of darkness, from the pit of hell. That's the devil's lie, peace on earth. Don't believe this mess where they say they're trying to unite all the religions together so we'll all just love one another and so there'll be peace on earth, and trying to unite Israel with Palestine and trying to get everybody to get along. It's not of the Lord. It's not Bible. It's not what Jesus Christ said. I want to remind you again what Jesus Christ said in his own words. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am not come to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household, and he that loveth his father more than me, or mother more than a father than me, is not worthy of me, and he that loveth his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And then he ends it up by saying, and he that taketh not his own cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. The Lord showed me a few years back, he showed me, because I didn't really understand it, but he showed me that it's okay to despise the shame of the cross. Did you know there's shame involved with the cross? Today they want to hang the cross around their necks. They want